Namaste, I'm Zarna Garg, and I'm so excited that you're joining me and my family for our episode of the Zarna Garg Show. Joining me today is my youngest, my 11-year-old, my middle school child, Veer Garg, my middle son, my high schooler, senior, applying for college, don't get me started, Bridge Garg, my daughter, Zoya, who's doing something in college, we're not sure what, Zoya, and my husband of 25 years, Shalab. I don't want to waste any of your time. We're going to get right into it. We are an Indian immigrant family in America, despite what the kids want to believe. They are not American. They are Indian, very Indian American. And because we are so Indian American, we have a very different idea of what fun is and what fun should be in our lives. Basically, we don't believe in it. Am I right?
I
Anybody
don't agree
can.
with that.
You don't agree with that? Why? What do you mean you don't agree with
I
that?
like fun, and I don't understand why you just synchronized Indian and not fun, as if Indian people just cannot have fun.
They don't have fun. That is our thing.
Also, I
Indi-
don't know why you've spoken on behalf of the whole group. Like maybe you don't have
I like
fun, but I
fun.
have fun.
I have
no,
fun.
nobody has fun. I don't know why you guys are trying to be cool during this podcast because we are notoriously not a fun seeking or a fun family in this
I'm fun
country, in
seeking. I
this
love to
city.
have fun.
No, you, what? Veer, what are you talking about? You stressed out about your English grades the last 3 days. You're 11 years old.
I took ice skating lessons with a 13-year-old Zoya and became good at it.
No. You no, you were, yeah, okay, you were good at it. But we didn't do it because it was fun. We thought that it might help her with her college admission.
What
How
purpose would
did
an
you
almost 35-year-old man have to take ice skating lessons if it wasn't for fun?
Yes, if it can get her daughter into a top college, yes. Bridge,
you
am I
thought
right?
that my ice skating abilities were what was going to get me into college? We did
Yes, you
ice
were
skating for
really
like a
good.
year. You loved putting the ice skates on me and going to classes with me. It was so much
No.
In
fun.
Bridgeport, we used to drive in our big car and
I know you don't have to give me the backstory. I know the whole story. I was there and we did it. Shalab, I don't know why in every episode you have to try to be the cool one. You and I, while we were driving, we would be like, if she gets good at ice skating, maybe this will help her in college.
I have no memory of that. What
You
about
were
pickleball?
yelling at me.
Pickleball is not fun.
Pickleball, first of all, is a fitness thing. So there's that.
But
We
we
have
play
fun
it
while
for
playing
fun.
it.
Who plays for fun?
All of us.
No, we play it like animals. There is no mercy shown. Everybody is lying and cheating on the pickleball court. We don't even know what the lines mean. Does anybody
Mom,
What
know what
about
those lines?
Texas Hold'em? Texas Hold'em is also not fun. Poker?
Poker is math. Shut up. Why?
Mom,
how is
oh
poker math?
Poker is math and probabilities. What is wrong with you? Your dad right now is really pretending like he's the cool one and I'm the one who's made this whole thing up, and everybody knows. He used to say to me, Zarna, if the kids learn to play poker, they will actually enjoy math. They will learn to assess probabilities. Is it not math? Am I crazy?
Mom, what do you do to have fun? Like, what do you do? What do you enjoy the most in your life? Fine, what do you
No,
enjoy the most in your life?
nothing. Working.
You don't enjoy anything.
Cashing that paycheck. Yes. No. And I don't even look for it. Are you kidding me? I don't
Mom,
have
the
time to waste.
reason why you love your job so much is because you have fun doing it.
No, oh, no, no, no. Oh my God. This is the problem with kids here. The reason I love my job so much is because when I get done, I get paid at the end of that job. And then I use that money to squirrel it away for the rainy days. And
What's
that's
the
it.
point of having money if you're not going to do anything fun with it?
There are lots of points of having money to not do anything with it, Veer. Lots of
What?
points.
What are the
One
points?
would be, very biggest point would be growing your savings account. Things happen in this world. Why you guys are
But
all
Mom,
acting as
if it was all about money, then why wouldn't you just be an accountant? Like, why wouldn't you just take a job that's
Zoya,
way
Yeah.
less stressful?
that's what Stanford has or your
No,
college
but
has taught
she's
you?
saying
No, but the
Dad,
point
she's
stands.
saying no, she's saying that she doesn't have any fun at her work.
So then why
She
wouldn't
just
you choose an
squirrels the
easy?
money away. Why wouldn't
Yeah.
you pick an easier job? You have to go
because
out and perform for
I
4 or
was
5 hours
bad
a
at
night.
it. You guys know I was bad at it. It's not like I have
You're a
10
lawyer.
No, why
You're
don't you become a
literally
writer? Why don't you become a
lawyer.
writer for other
writer.
comedians?
What writer is making money? Are you nuts?
Mom, you're a lawyer. You're certified New York City bar. If it was all about just doing work, why wouldn't you practice law again?
Zoya, all my clients are in jail. Do you really think I should go? Like, There are people writing me love letters from jail right now because they think I can help them get them out. That's what my client base was.
Love letters from-
Do you think that this is going to be the future? But like, I really made a very strategic decision that people in America are addicted to fun. Comedy is fun for them. Therefore, I will be the one dispensing the drug comedy. Do you now? Does it make sense? Did I connect
Um,
the ABCs for you
What
guys?
about going to watch Bollywood films?
Bollywood
Yeah.
films, yeah, yeah. There was a time when that was a little bit fun,
A
like
time. You
yeah.
ask us every day to go with you. Every day
You
you're
literally
begging
asked
us
us
to go
today
to.
at
That's
breakfast.
also more a culture thing. That is a culture thing. I feel like it teaches you guys Hindi. It's a more fun
That
way of
is so
we
not
watch it
true.
with
That's
subtitles.
insane.
Also,
no.
you have admitted that the Bollywood like Hindi spoken in those movies you don't even understand because it's like 5 different languages all at once.
Okay, whatever. I have not admitted anything. But when you write in your college applications fluency Hindi, that you know where it comes from? The Bollywood movies. So and that was the whole plan. You think I want to be at those movies? No. You think I want to be at those movies with dad? No. First of all, we cannot agree on where to sit in a movie theater. Do you know this? Yes, you guys know this because we
I
go
disagree.
together.
I think the problem is we can't decide on what movie to watch.
No, the issue when it comes to the theater on which one to watch it, it's between you and dad always. Me and Veer are always indifferent.
Yeah,
No,
because
you're
she
not.
will pay for a theater that's like 5 miles away
Yes,
in a 10-mile Manhattan, which will
yes.
take a $40 Uber to get there and a $60 Uber to come back.
Mm.
And whereas it was going to be a $50 total experience of watching a film, is instead a $250 experience to watch that same film. And I refuse to do it.
Why do I do that? Why? Because I want the reclining seats. I want the nice clean theater, not the bedbug theater from the Upper East
Okay,
Side.
so is that the money that's being spent that you squirreled away into the savings account, or is that how does it all fit in?
Okay,
Because it
here's the
sounds like
thing.
reclining seats are fun.
Here's the thing. I buy one adult seat and all other kid seats because they don't check. And then your dad and I start fighting because he doesn't want to sit in a kid's seat ticket because he feels like he's doing something wrong. And he, like, in his imagination, the FBI is waiting at every door checking to see if people bought the right tickets. I'm very, very strategic about the use of these tickets. And then on top of which, I build content around it and monetize that whole situation. So there's no fun involved. It's a hard job. I'm putting makeup on to go watch the movie and my nice pajamas.
Oh, what's it called? Another thing we do for fun is Bridge, Veer, and I play Catan. We love playing board
I don't
Yeah,
have
games.
fun
board games
playing it.
is
They
so
force
We
me
fun.
to
climb,
play it.
we
Thank you,
climb
Veer. Tell
trees.
him. Tell
We,
them, Veer.
I
we
don't
Veer,
have
climb
fun playing it because it's
Veer,
strategical.
you beat me and Baya 10 times out of 10. Like, why are you out here acting
It's not
like you
fun
don't
for
love
me to
it?
play it.
Yeah, because you're
It's
stressed
such a
out that you're
fun
gonna
game.
lose. You're literally stressed out that you're
Exactly.
gonna lose.
Exactly. That is exactly Zoya and Veer. You guys see, we cannot just have fun. You
No.
guys just put the finger on it. Even when you guys think you're playing, you're not playing. He's sitting there thinking, how am I gonna crush my brother and sister like a bug?
What
He
about the
really,
tree lining activity? That
Oh,
was
the
fun.
zip lining? Zip
Zip
lining, we
lining
had a
that
was
lot
one
of
Zipline
was
is
fun.
really
fun.
fun.
Worst idea of all
Oh
time.
my goodness.
Wait, why don't Dad?
You're
Why don't
actually
you
the Grinch.
describe what you're talking about though? Because tree lining is not actually what it's called.
Oh,
What
what is
is
it
it?
called?
Yeah.
It's
Zip lining.
no,
Zip
isn't
line.
it zip lining
Where you put
obstacle
that space
courses?
costume, like almost like a space type costume, and
That
climb
is the
It's not a
world's worst
costume. It's
idea.
just like a harness.
harness.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay,
A
yeah,
harness,
he
yeah.
A
doesn't
harness.
even know because he's not focused. That is the world's worst activity, and no Indian should be climbing trees. No Indian. I mean, we left India so we don't have to do that. The Indians in India climb trees to get coconuts down all day long. This is a job. And we left India so we don't. And here, you guys, like fools, go and pay hundreds of dollars and stand in line and put all those belts and shit as if that's going to save you because it's not. We all know it's not going to save you when you
You know
fall.
what? On this one, I have to agree with your mother because that one time I was stuck in that blue
Oh my
zone
goodness.
and they had to bring me
Oh,
down using that crane. It was so embarrassing. I
Shut
never
up,
want to be in that situation again
tell people what happened. You aggressively went because these kids were doing the
because they
We didn't
have
force him
green.
to
white,
do
they
Yeah,
have
anything.
green, they have blue, and they have black. And
yes.
the kids went all the way to black, so I thought I
I
could
know
at
they
least
went to
make
black.
green.
I finished at blue.
We finished at blue. So I thought I could at least go to blue. And I decided to go to blue. And then in one of the obstacles, it was so scary that I got stuck in the middle of it. And then like hung from it. And there are these two people who kept saying, "Can you just go back?" But I can't go back because I was midway through the whole thing.
Hey,
So
at
they
least
have
you
this.
tried. At least you tried.
No,
There's
he
so
did
many people.
tried.
There's
He,
so many people who just wouldn't even attempt it.
Yeah,
I
and
would
we
because
were so
why? Because
happy.
we don't want to take resources away from 911. We like
Hey,
every time
Oh,
I walk
these
down
were
the street.
these were
the,
high
It's
school
like
kids that brought me down, not 911.
yeah, okay,
there are
What
okay.
are
some,
you talking about?
in my opinion, everyone should be doing some adrenaline like
Why?
inducing activities
What's your
Why? Bridge,
because it gets
adrenaline?
no.
your heart like racing and like it makes you feel like you're
Rich,
living.
do you
You
remember
know
when
what
you and I
gets
went
my heart
when
racing?
you and I went shooting downtown? That was so
Oh
fun.
my God.
Exactly. Like when your heart races a bit, it
What?
really makes it feel like you're living.
What?
There's a shooting range downtown where you can go shooting with a gun, a real gun.
No, no one needs to
Oh.
go shooting with a gun. You know what can get your heart racing? Go to Patel Brothers on a Sunday. Dhania, cilantro is 50% off. Every Indian auntie is like, oh my God, like in line, like beating each other out to get the dhania, to get the Alfonso mango. That gets your heart racing and it is practical.
Okay, so mom, if me, Didi, and Veer wanted to have fun like tomorrow,
Yeah.
what activity would you suggest?
You know, I'm not against walking as a family. I'm not against, I think it's so fun.
No,
You
just
find it
me, Didi, and Veer, not your dad.
okay, swimming in a shallow pool, I'll accept that.
A
3 feet,
shallow
4 feet.
A
pool?
shallow pool.
4 feet,
Three
like
feet? Three
3 feet,
feet doesn't
you can't
even
even
cover one
swim.
where somebody's leg.
yeah, but that's it's enough to like kind of puddle around and like have fun.
Not
Like I would
Oh
really.
not
my
want you guys in a
gosh.
deep pool. I don't know. Why do you need to have fun? Just work.
Mom, I know you have fun with your friends all the time.
No, no,
We
no. I
saw
can't
you
even
drinking
stand
the.
them.
We see you drinking
Hey,
your
what was the
green
green juice
juices.
shit? Yeah, what was
Yeah,
the
we
green
see
No,
juice
you with the
video?
green
What was the green
juices.
juice?
no, that was me. I'm trying to get a corporate sponsor. All the people who are promoting tequila are making a lot of money. I'm trying to like edge my way into that
Um,
space organically.
hmm.
Like you guys got my acting is obviously that good that you guys literally everybody fell for. Even people who know them know me their whole lives.
What about doing something that's fun, but it leads to like a productive thing? Like
Okay,
like
give me an
Didi,
example.
like Didi loves to cook, so she has fun cooking, but then also she feeds us for the night, so it's a necessity.
Okay, I'm glad you brought the cooking up
Oh
because
my
you know
god.
we know that we have a lot of disagreement in our family because Didi likes to cook, but then she ends up baking, which is totally useless and costs like
Hmm.
$100 a muffin that nobody needs to eat.
You ate half her crumble last time.
You
Yes,
love
but it
my
was wrong.
crumble.
I because I didn't want to throw it. I told you if you
Oh
want to
my
cook a
god.
real meal. Cook a real meal. Cook some protein. Cook
But
some
wouldn't
chicken.
you rather us eat like home baked desserts rather than like Kit Kat and all this candy stuff that we would have otherwise eaten?
No, I don't want any dessert. Period. I agree with you that dessert is bad in general. Don't
How
like
about
so
eating out? Is that not fun?
eating out. Shalab, I know you enjoy it, so it's like a whole thing, and I do too.
Oh.
I do too. It's a practical thing because I just can't keep up with all the cooking that I should be doing, really. But I just can't. But the food is a whole another conversation. That's a whole another episode. But the baking, I am not on board with the baking at home at all. Like
Oh
this
my
is a
god.
hot take,
This is
but
the worst take I've ever heard. Baking is so therapeutic. It's so fun. It leads to a beautiful dessert that everybody can enjoy, and you hate it. And
I
I don't
can't eat
understand
baking
why.
anymore because I still have PTSD from when Baya made his crepes and it gave me food poisoning for like 2 weeks. And then he made a steak quesadilla recently that gave me food poisoning again.
No, that steak quesadilla was
No,
fire. The
the
crepes,
bridge.
whatever, but
The
the steak
problem with
quesadilla.
Bridge is he does not follow the recipe. Like
He'll
I
be
give
like,
him,
just wing it. It'll
he's
come out
just
fine.
winging. He literally just puts like 10 teaspoons of baking
I
soda.
do not see the purpose in following a recipe. It doesn't make sense to me. Then you're just building Legos. There's no creativity in cooking if you're just following a recipe and doing exactly what any website
Bridge,
says.
the therapy is in following the instructions. It's in
The
feeling like
fun
you're in
is in taking
control.
the directions and stretching them a bit. Otherwise, you're just like
y-
you're a sheep.
you're both right. Don't steal my sheep line.
Yeah,
You
oh
did not
my
create
That's
sheep.
my
god.
line.
You did not
You
create
did
That's
not
sheep.
my line.
create
You
sheep.
guys are
But
such
Bridge,
outliers.
Bridge, women and children can be careless.
Oh,
Men don't
Oh
have that
my
luxury,
god.
you know. So you
Someone
have to
please kill
understand
me.
that.
Oh my
Said the
god.
Godfather.
How many
Shalab,
times are we
just
gonna how did he relate sheep to
women,
the
and somehow
Godfather?
it comes back to that. Bridge, the problem with cooking, and I agree with you that experimentation is a key of this, but you do have to know the basics of safe cooking. And cooking, by definition, requires a lot of patience, which you don't exhibit.
I don't know
You
about you, but
cannot
I value
speed. You
I
Why
cannot
did
value
you
my
speed
just
body.
cooking.
violate? Why
Huh?
did you just violate Bridge with saying he's impatient?
He is
I mean,
impatient.
if
We
He's
can
been
anybody
see
is
it.
saying that for like
impatient,
20
if
years.
anybody is impatient, it is you. I
No.
have
What
never
are you?
met anybody as
Oh,
impatient as you.
oh my
Literally,
God.
Bridge learned it from you.
Do you know who makes the best chai in this house? Who? You
How
know how
does
much?
that have anything to do
Yeah,
with
you
I
know
have
how much
no idea.
patience is required. You make a good cup of chai and show me with all the ingredients. Then you will understand what is involved. Anyway, this is sad. When our family, the only things we can think of for fun is like things we make to eat for ourselves. But it is consistent, and I'm glad that we're being honest about it. That we don't actually believe in fun, which is how this whole
What?
conversation started.
I
I
don't
mean,
know if I
I
agree
don't
with that
even
at all.
see the point in adventure parks and all these upside down rides that are so scary.
I
I
don't
Oh,
know.
don't
we
see
love
it.
those. We
I
No,
love
love
roller
we
those.
shut
coasters.
up. We don't love those. We've talked about it over and over. Why
But
would you
we've
say
done
that?
so
We
many
had so
times.
much fun last time.
Don't love
We went
what?
to
Roller
Universal. It was so
coasters.
The
fun.
roller
That was
coasters.
so fun.
That was
No,
so
you
fun.
cannot take the risk. You don't know these things
Yeah,
kill people
I don't have
every
fun
day.
doing that either.
And we, you
I
should
don't know.
stick
I
to
just
yourself.
Oh, Veer,
I don't
what?
I do that. I don't have fun. It's just scary. It's too scary. I don't want to do it.
Oh
Veer,
my
you stick to your
god.
guns. You know that your brain is
He
too
has to learn
precious.
Stop.
eventually. You cannot
No,
live your
You
whole life in
can't.
I
fear.
did every
That
single
is
ride
something
you guys
I
told me to
always
do.
tell you this, Mom. I feel like you and I don't know if really. I think you and Dad both live your life with too little fear, which is so not taking so many more risks and just having more fun than you possibly
Wait, you
like.
mean too much fear?
Yeah, they live with too much fear.
Too much
Sorry,
fear.
too much
Yes.
fear.
there's
Too
no
Way
much
such
too
fear.
much
thing.
fear. I
There,
Way too
completely
much.
agree with that. Literally squirreling money, whatever. Like, and it makes sense, but like, I agree with Bridge. Like, things are a lot. It's a lot easier
You
to
don't
have
even
fun.
let us go into the ocean.
You don't
no,
let us sit in a 3 foot pool. Like 3 foot tall pool is like a tiny pool.
no, it's not tiny. Tiny is the little, I said a real pool which is not so deep. And the ocean, all it takes is 1 second, Bridge. All it takes is 1 second, and then that tide comes, and boom, before you know it, we are a family of 3 people.
Some
You
things.
want this? You want this for yourself? This is every day there is a story about the shark that came out into the ocean and ate people's arms and legs. Like, what are you guys
What
not
Every day there's a
story?
understanding?
story of anything. I could say the same thing. Every day there's a new person who was walking on the street and something happened to them. Every day there was someone who drank water and got a disease from it. Every day there's a story of someone who's driving a car and got into a crash. There's stories about everything. Then at that point, just don't do anything. Don't leave your house.
Yeah.
No. I'm not so unreasonable. First of all, I'm the most reasonable person out there.
Oh hell no! I
I
don't know who told you
I
that.
say don't take any excessive risks that have no purpose. For what purpose you have to go into the
I
ocean?
agree with that to a point, but some things I think that there's no point of doing that because you're just putting your life on the line for no reason.
Thank
But
you, Veer.
some things I think that moms say are unreasonable because it's fun and at the same time there's no risk. Like going to the pool, swimming in a 7 foot pool, the chances of drowning are very slim, and I think that it's better than
And there's
sitting at
lifeguard.
home and doing nothing.
And Veer, why don't you tell Mom what's one way Veer loves to have fun? Loves to have sleepovers. Why is a
No.
sleepover so
No,
dangerous?
actually,
Oh.
one
Veer,
thing that I'm
describe
still
this.
mad at mom about is that she doesn't let me go to the pool by myself with my friends when there's a lifeguard watching us.
No.
Yeah, that's
No,
insane.
no,
Yeah, that's
no.
And it
insane.
only goes up to 4 feet. It's not even like it goes up to
It's
9.
literally
It's
4
literally a
feet 5
tiny
inches.
pool.
No. But because that's
Every
not
single one of
about
their moms are fine with it because there's a lifeguard.
no, but of course they are fine with it because the pool is in our building. And I'm the one bearing the responsibility. Anything happens to one of you kids, they're gonna be like, well, Veer's mom
What
was
can
there.
happen in a 4 foot pool?
People drown in inches of water. Do you know this? Very famous people in the world have drowned with a little bit inches of water, and because they fell asleep,
Did-
they like all kinds
Oh.
of things. They fight with each other. I see
Fell
them on you guys.
asleep?
Yes,
How do you fall asleep in a pool just like that?
You
it has
don't.
no things. Oh my god. Shall I tell them? What are you sitting there just not saying
Dad, you're telling
anything?
me you'll agree that someone fell asleep and drowned in a pool?
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Dad, would you allow me to go, just me and
Look,
my
I
friends,
don't know
into
how
the
to
pool?
swim, so I don't know the risks behind being in a
Oh my
pool.
god.
But when
the
I was your
police.
age, a friend of mine pushed me into the pool and said that's the best way to learn. And guess what? I never learned how to swim because I got so scared of
Who is
water.
this friend of your? this is the kind of friends dad had, like no logic whatsoever, just puts him into a pool. This is not how it works, and it is my responsibility to keep everybody safe, so I have to be extremely cautious. There is a book out there which I highly recommend all of you guys buy. It's called Only the Paranoid Survive, because that's what it takes to survive. You have to be like
Of
a
course, that's
little
the book you
Is that
recommend.
phase.
actually a real
That's a
book title? Can
ridiculous.
somebody
Yes,
please figure
yes,
that
and
That's a
out?
it is one of
ridiculous.
the big tech VCs wrote it because he knew what it took to survive, and I was like, okay, him and I are vibing. He doesn't know it, but we are vibing. Only the
Wow.
paranoid survive. Look
It
that
does.
book up.
That does exist.
Yeah. Why are you so shocked? Like, you think I
Because
just
I
make
just
it?
don't understand. Like, is the point of life to just be paranoid all the time? Like, when you look back when you're like 80 and you were just like, oh my God, I was so paranoid all the time. I'm so happy. Like, I don't get it.
No, the paranoia is to really isolate which risks are worth taking and which risks are not worth taking. 90% of risks are not worth taking. Here's another quote of the day. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh gosh.
A successful person's superpower is the word no. The most successful people in the world use the word no more than any other word in their vocabulary because
No.
they preserve their energy.
You just said to use it as a superpower.
Why did you just say no in the middle of me explaining the whole logic
Because
behind
I
it?
was discouraging you to explain further. I said no. You just said that's my superpower. I
Okay, you
used
know
it.
what? You know what? Can somebody block him? I'm gonna explain to the kids why the word no is a
We
superpower.
understand why the word no
No,
is a
no, you're
superpower.
not
Oh my
It's
God.
understanding.
not that complicated. Yes, we
Okay, explain
understand.
to me.
Dad
Bridge, explain
literally
to me.
just proved it. Like,
Bridge,
oh.
explain to me why the
The
word
word
no.
no is so powerful because it's like the most successful people are the ones that are super busy doing work all the time. So they don't have the time to do all that stuff, like going to parties and doing all that thing, doing all those things. So they say no. And when there's something that's super dangerous, they say no. But we're talking about stuff that's not that dangerous. When you're on vacation in a beach, you're allowed to go into the ocean.
Bridge, you know the nicest resort. I'm not even making this up. The nicest resort
Mom,
at
you have
Disney
to
World.
count an
Wait,
example to
you know what I
every.
actually just thought of? Even if Dad was watching me and my friends at the pool, what is he gonna do if one of us is drowning?
It's 4 feet. He can at least jump in. He can call
But
me.
there's
He
a
can do.
lifeguard.
That's the
It's,
point of the
it's
No,
lifeguard. He can't
you
do
really,
any of the
cannot
events
really,
trust
that the
the
lifeguard
lifeguard.
can.
No,
it's
you can.
really
He will
unlikely.
have to wake the lifeguard up. Hello, wake up! They're drowning. No, you cannot. At the end of the day, the responsibility is mine. So I'm going to be hyper, extremely paranoid, and that's just the state of the. It's very easy for your parents, your friends' parents, to be like, "Well, we're okay with it." Yeah, you're okay with it because you're
So
not
would you
taking
be
the
okay
risk.
with me and my friends just going to swim in their pool?
No, never, never. Because this the quality of parents they are. They all okay with this? No way.
Mom, I just don't
Um,
even know how you exist still. Like, how have you not just died under this amount of paranoia? Like, you're keeping track of all the counter examples. Like, if Bridge is saying, "Oh, I want to go to the ocean," you already have your story with the shark and the this and the that. Like, how do you even keep track of it all?
I
At what
keep
point do
track.
you just say, "I just, you know what, have fun"?
What about just
No,
playing sports? What about just playing sports? We all love to play sports. It's super
no. I
fun. What's
think
wrong with that?
badminton is good.
Oh
Badminton
my
is good.
badminton, are you kidding me?
Bro.
Badminton is good. Table tennis is good. Pickleball is a very good
Mom,
addition to
okay, never
American pop
forget,
culture.
guys. I literally played flag football, and mom would walk alongside my coach and be like, "Stop putting me in the game. Get
I
me out of the
remember,
game."
yeah.
And then
But
my
Zoya,
coach
to
had
be
to
fair,
escort.
to
No,
be
Dad,
fair,
my coach literally said, "Zarna, you cannot be on this game anymore because my player is gonna literally be removed from the game by the referee." She
And I
was
was
the
like,
risk.
yes. And I was like, yes, yes, remove all of them.
Oh
We
my
don't
to
god.
need
your
to be here.
mom's, to your mother's defense, Zoya, okay? And I don't defend her often. We went scooter riding in Scottsdale, Arizona, in the
Oh my
desert.
God, don't
Oh
remind
my
me
god.
the
I
The
will
paranoia.
minimum
never
age
forget.
they had to drive those scooters was 18, and you were 17 and change, about to turn 18. And being the person that you are, this alpha type A, it got upon to your head that you need to drive the scooter on your own.
This ATV, it wasn't a
The
small school, it
AT,
was an
the
ATV
big
four wheeler.
ass four wheeler. Yeah.
Yes.
So before that, I was driving. The boys were sitting in the back. There was a guide with us. But you got it in your head that 18 is the minimum age, and you're within a few months of it. So why not? Why should you not have the opportunity? Your mother kept saying no. I said yes, as usual. And I said yes because I was like, okay, she's Zoya, she will be able to drive it.
No, you said yes because you wanted to be a hero in front of her eyes. But yes,
I
okay.
mean, I certainly did not want to do what she did
You
next,
almost
which is
died.
that she ran through that ATV into one of the,
Kind
off
of
Ditch.
the,
the
into a
cacti.
ditch. And I
Yes.
see your mother literally jumping out of the ATV and running after you, just as if she could stop it
That
somehow.
was the loudest I've ever heard mom scream in
It
my
was
entire
so
life.
scary, and something could have really happened to you.
I do
And
remember that.
by the way, in all these waivers that you guys sign at the amusement parks and all, at the ATV park, we had all signed a waiver that if any one of us dies, they're not responsible. And also, cherry on top, are you guys ready for this? Because we were in a remote desert, all the cell phones were down. We couldn't have even called 911.
Yes. Although
And
he did show us how to bring water out of a cacti to give you that water if you fainted.
oh,
That's like the
yes,
most like
yes.
unnecessary.
So,
Also, that was
so
only for specific
when you're dying
cacti.
of a drought and you're dying because you're like dying because of lack of water, you're gonna be like, you know what? Where is my sharing knife? And let me find the right cacti.
And you have to
And let
burn it,
me.
and then the water comes out.
We had to burn it. That's right. First we had to cut it. Then we had
And
to
you had
find
to
the
make
way.
sure there were no snakes around. Remember, he literally specifically told us how to
But the snakes
watch
were
out for
friendly.
snakes.
Snakes
The,
were friendly. They were
Oh,
not the
okay, that makes so
okay.
much
Yeah,
sense
they were
shut
then.
up.
not
Yeah,
the
that
poisonous ones.
Okay, snakes were friendly. You get scared with a cockroach. What are you talking about?
Yeah, cockroaches are very scary. I mean, you've looked at them.
Okay. Anyway, this has been a very fun episode of having fun with the Gargs. As everybody can see, we are an extremely exceptionally fun family who believe in the right kind of fun. That is the key, the right kind of fun. If anybody is confused about what that is, put a comment in the comment section below and I will help you understand what is the right kind of fun. And now, because we end every episode with a brand new sizzling hot section called Good Grades with Gargs, we are going to ask each person in this family who, only one person because there's no consolation prizes in the Garg family, who one person deserves the A plus for today's performance.
Can I go
Okay,
first?
so hold on, can you just, I have to let people know. And everybody who's watching and listening is encouraged to drop their A grade performance in the comment section, because I would basically like to know that so many of you voted for me. But that's okay, no pressure. You can vote for one or the other people too if you feel like they added anything to this podcast. But we are going to now declare the good grade for with Gargs, who got the A plus grade for this episode Fun with Gargs. Veer, you want to go first?
I think Dad got it because when he said no, I thought it was really funny.
I think that if
Hold on, I'm not done. This grade is being disputed right now.
what, you cannot
Dispute
dispute
a
a
gr-
grade.
You
No,
That's
cannot
no,
so
dispute a grade.
that was
ridiculous.
so disrespectful what your dad just did.
That was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
And you decide to reward that kind of bad behavior,
Somebody
Veer?
has to stand up for my mother for 25 years of
Oh
just.
my goodness. I didn't.
God,
Oh,
I actually, Dad, you just lost it.
I
You had it.
knew that.
You
I
had it. You
knew
had it.
he was
You
gonna
lost it.
say something. How did he not say anything? Okay, who wants to go next in giving the grades?
Okay, I'm ready. I
Okay,
think
go.
that Bridge got an A plus today because he mentioned the fact, I pointed out the fact that you and Dad are too paranoid to enjoy fun, and I think that is something that we should have its own episode on.
Okay, we will do an episode about that. But I mean, again, that's another grade that is being disputed because Bridge doesn't know what paranoia really is. Indian parents don't even let their kids go. I mean, like, we let you guys go and do a lot of things, a lot of things. This is one of the most liberal Indian households in the world that you're talking to.
No, I
Okay,
agree with that.
yeah,
We both agree with that.
yeah. So I don't know why you guys are complaining about this whole fun thing, because that's a strategic decision. Anyway, so who wants to go next? Bridge, you want to go next? Who gets the A
Yeah,
plus
I'll go
grade?
next. I'll go next. I actually think that mom gets it for the first time. I think she gets the A plus, just because I think that she defended a really difficult stance, and I think she defended it kind of well. There were some flaws in my opinion, but you defended it kind of well.
Thank you, thank you. There is no dispute with this one. Thank you, because
Wow.
I am the judge and the jury of the grading, so that's just
Oh,
what it is. Thank you, Veer Bridge. Thank you for seeing the light in this family right now. Okay, Shalab, you want to go next?
I think I give the A plus today to Bridge because I think he was not careless. He's growing into this amazing man from being a boy, and I can see all of the makings of it in his comments and the way he conducts himself. And I'm really proud of my older son.
Oh,
Oh
oh.
I think
my
that's a good grading.
Shilap,
god.
you're not supposed to give the grade because he's your
Bro.
older son.
Yeah,
No,
am
no,
I
that's the
do I
product of
just
the
not
thing is
get a
that
grade because I'm the oldest daughter? Like, how does this work here?
you are out in the world now. I mean, you belong to another family that you're going to marry into next.
What? Yeah,
She's
that's
going to
true.
get
I am
married.
not.
That actually is kind of true.
Yeah, it is true.
In the base, it is kind of true.
You
A
guys
little
just
bit.
all threw me out. You
I didn't
A
say
literally
anything.
just
I never
a
said
little
anything.
bit.
I'm literally tuning off this podcast. Thanks.
I mean, but you're going to get married soon, and whoever you get
What is
married to,
wrong with
that's going to be your
you?
family.
What is wrong with you? You're
She's
literally
literally not even 20
defining.
yet.
You're defining my
She's
entire
21 years
worth.
old.
She's
Dad,
not even.
you're.
Oh no, she is 21. Never mind.
Oh my God, I'm 20. Dad,
Okay.
you're literally defining my whole worth within the context of a man or marriage. I can't.
Okay, all right. Right now, Dad, I agree with Dad's grade. That's where this is being called. And now I will issue my grade, and my grade today, A plus, goes to Veer for bravely saying, I don't like roller coasters, I don't like dangerous things. And it's time for people to
I
take a
never.
stand against the tyranny of having to be
It's
forced to have fun,
tyranny.
which is what happens in America. Everything like fun, 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 fun. There's so much peer pressure to do stupid, dumb things, and it takes a lot of courage to say, I don't want to do it. Because, okay, pop quiz. This is the secondary pop quiz that is coming to see if you guys were awake or not during the episode. What is the superpower word of very successful people? Go.
No.
No.
That's my family. Even when we're shooting a family podcast, locked in on learning. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was our episode of Fun with Gargs, which is No Fun with Gargs. And we would love to hear your grades in the comment section and your comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Namaste. Bye.
Bye.